Mlc Tv News, reaching you live from the city of Lokoja, Kogi State. I am Fatima Yakub. The headlines. Governor Bello presents 2022 budget to State House of Assembly. ICPC recovers 301 houses from 2 civil servants in Abuja. Prince Malik Ibrahim joins YPP, declares for presidency 2023. And now the news in detail. Kogi State Governor Bello received the chairman and members of the Board of Trustees of the Nigerian Media Merit Award, NMMA, at his office, Lugard House, Lokoja. The Board of Trustee members, led by veteran media statesman Harun Adamu, paid a courtesy call on the governor ahead of the 2021 Nigeria Media Merit Award, scheduled to hold in Kogi State from 28th to 30th of October 2021. The governor, while receiving the members of the NMMA board, assured them of fruitful and peaceful events in the state. Chairman of the board, Harun Rashid, the trustee chief administration, Samuel Yemi Akeju, and the deputy chief administration, Adewumi Adediran, and Mark O. Emapore were part of the delegation. The Kogi State Governor, Bello, presents a budget of over 145 billion naira to the State House of Assembly on Thursday. Bello said the total budget package for the year 2022 is over 145 billion as against over 160 billion naira revised budget for year 2021. This represents a decrease of over 14 billion naira or 9.13% when compared with the 2021 revised budget. Bello also stated some of the factors that contributed to the reduction in this year's budget. He said tough challenges presently confronting not just our state, but Nigeria as a nation. The COVID-19 pandemic has yet to relax its painful grip on the collective jugular of the nations of the world. The socioeconomic ravages of the disease is showing up no signs of significant abatement. The socioeconomic ravages of the disease is showing no signs of significant abatement.
In line with our electoral promises to do more, we will continue to implement the new direction blueprint by focused intervention in the expanded thematic areas to wit: education, health, infrastructures and utilities, youth empowerment and employment creation, civil service and pension reforms, security, agriculture, human capital development, as well as cooperation and integration. As has become customary with our budget in this administration, the principal aim of the 2022 budget of accelerated results are wealth creation, poverty reduction, employment generation, conflict resolution, peace building, and to enshrine fairness, transparency, and accountability in the governance of the state.
According to the governor, the Right Honorable Speaker, honorable members, and distinguished ladies and gentlemen, before he gives the details of the 2022 budget proposal, he wished to review the performance of the year 2021 budget and the modest achievements they made in the outgoing year.
Speaker, let me undertake again on behalf of this administration that we will strive to complete every single project we have started in all of our 21 local government areas and to pay the contractors who are working for us. In the same way, we will continue to cut down the cost of governance and ensure that our people remain the ultimate beneficiaries of the public resources.
The proposed 2022 budget has an estimated outlay of over 145 billion naira. This total budget outlay of over 145 billion naira is divided into recurrent expenditure and capital expenditure.
The summary of the draft 2022 revenue and expenditure estimate is as follows. The proposed 2022 budget has an estimated outlay of 145 billion 896 million 72,913 naira. This total budget outlay of 145 billion 896,000 million 72,913 naira is divided into recurrent expenditure of 90,151,291,251 naira, representing 61.79%. Capital expenditure of 55,744,781,662 naira, representing 38.21%.
In summary, our total estimated revenue, that is recurrent revenue and capital receipts, stands at over 145 billion naira for the year 2022, making total estimated expenditure, that is recurrent and capital, stands at over 145 billion naira for the year 2022, making our 2022 budget a balanced budget.
Mr. Speaker, sir, honorable members, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I now present to you the year 2022 draft budget for the year for your consideration and approval. The Honorable House is invited to note, 1, that we have budgeted a total estimated recurrent expenditure of 96,792,006,352 naira, consisting of 23,266,375,259 naira from internal sources, 49,586,957,264 naira as state share from the Federation account.
Governor Abdullahi Umar Ganduje on Thursday presented over 196 billion naira for 2022 proposed appropriation to Kano State House of Assembly. The 2022 proposed appropriation is slightly lower than the 2021 approved budget of over 197 billion naira, which implementation still stood at about 60%. Tagged budget of prosperity and consolidation, Ganduje said that out of the total size of the proposed budget, over 107 billion naira, representing 55%, stands for capital expenditure, while 45% of the financial document, representing over 88 billion naira, is set aside for recurrent expenditure. In the sectorial allocation, education, works and infrastructure, and health took the lion's share of the proposed budget. Education has more than 26% of the total budget, which is 51.6 billion naira. From there, the sum of 3.4 billion naira will be used for boarding schools feeding and 2.2 billion naira for capital projects and programs in tertiary institutions. The sum of 33.8 billion naira is earmarked for development and construction of underpass, flyovers, bridges, and various road construction. According to the governor, the budget seeks to further consolidate the state government policies that are being implemented in directing resources and efforts towards stimulating the state economic growth and expansion, as well as improving well-being of the citizens. On recurrent revenue, he hinted that the total recurrent revenue to be collected for the 2021 fiscal year is estimated to the tune of over 146 billion naira, which consists of over 33 billion naira as internally generated revenue (IGR) and over 68 billion naira as revenue from statutory allocation, valued added tax (VAT), over 37 billion naira, as well as other receipts of over 7 billion naira. The total recurrent revenue is higher than that of the year 2021 by over 39 billion naira, representing 26.56% increase, while the capital receipts component of financing the 2022 budget consists of general grants at over 11 billion naira. Loan is estimated to be over 22 billion naira, while other capital receipts for the year 2022 is over 15 billion naira. Therefore, the total expected capital receipt for the year 2022 is over 49 billion naira, represents 45.05% decrease. Part of the recurrent expenditure, according to him, reveals that the sum of over 61 billion naira is dedicated for the payment of monthly salaries and allowances to the civil servants, political office holders, State House of Assembly, Judiciary, and Office of the Auditor General, both state and local government in the state, while the sum of over 26 billion naira is earmarked to cater for the payment of running costs to state MDAs as overhead costs. Agricultural and Rural Management Training Institute, AMTI, Ilorin, has organized a free two-day workshop for major stakeholders and practitioners in agricultural produce exportation sector. Speaking at the opening of the workshop, theme, Global Shift in Agricultural Produce Export Procedure Post-Pandemic and Other International Challenges in Abuja, the Executive Director of the Institute, Olufemi Oladuni, said that the workshop was organized to develop capacity of smallholders in the nation's agricultural sector to participate in agricultural produce export. The AMTI boss, who said that smallholder farmers from the greatest bulk of agro-producers in Nigeria, added that having them perpetually operate below optimum capacity is to perpetually limit the potential of Nigeria as a whole. Oladuni said that if the full benefits of the agricultural sector potentially will be reaped, leading to effective diversification of the economy and increased foreign exchange earnings, then the complexities and hurdles involved in the processes and procedures of agri-produce exportation in the nation are needed to be resolved. Also speaking, the Permanent Secretary, Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development, Ernest Umakihe, who declared the workshop open, commended AMTI for its constant proactive roles and for always serving as a key player in the sector. He challenged government agencies and stakeholders at the workshop to take up the challenge to synergize and collaborate towards overcoming the challenges facing the sector so that Nigeria can take its rightful place in the global scheme of things and farmers can begin to take advantage of the international market for their produce and for wealth creation. In order to combat food insecurity in the country, United States Agency for International Development has announced 32 winners of its $4 million COVID-19 Food Security Challenge. USAID said the 32 selected winning enterprises, small and medium, will receive awards totaling $4 million in funding and technical assistance to implement their solutions that improve food security. USAID said the 32 selected winning enterprises, small and medium, will receive awards totaling $4 million in funding and technical assistance to implement their solutions that improve food security in Nigeria. They lamented that Nigeria currently faces a food security crisis that is compounded by the COVID-19 pandemic. The pandemic has significantly disrupted already fragile agricultural value chains across the country, including smallholder farmers' ability to produce, process, and distribute food. The disruption of agricultural productivity and limited access to markets has a negative impact on livelihoods, especially among the most vulnerable households, women and youth, led by young people up to 29 years of age and 13 mid-stage companies with an existing customer base of at least 1,000 people that are working across 33 states in Nigeria. The senator representing Kogi East Senatorial District, Ibrahim Echocho, has commenced the construction of road projects in some major towns in his senatorial district as part of his constituency projects. The township roads include Ajagumu, Odofomu, Odu Oboyaga, and Alakoli, among others, in the Kina local government area of the state. While declaring the ceremony of the commencement open, Senator Echocho said the area has been neglected for so long, which has been affecting free flow of vehicles. The lawmaker, who expressed delight that the road will be fixed during his time, said he is optimistic that the project will be completed in no distant time. He used the occasion to appreciate President Mohammed and Governor Yaya Bello-led administration and the people of Kogi East Senatorial District for the opportunity to serve. The senator urged the communities to cooperate with the contractor in ensuring timely delivery of the jobs, as other communities who are yet to have modern roads will be attended to in no distant time. In his remark, the Atamodu of Odu, His Royal Highness Yaya Salifo, while thanking the senator for delivering on his campaign promises, prayed God for continuous wisdom for him to attract more democratic dividend to his constituency. He assured the contractors of the support from the communities during their stay. Kogi State government has sued for harmonious relationship between investors and their host communities to enable both parties achieve their goals. The state governor, Yaya Bello, made a call in a message to the commissioning blocks of classrooms built by a member of Etazuma Group Zuma 828 Co. Limited in Okobo, Ejema Community and local government area. Represented at the event by the chairman, Kogi State Chapter of Mineral Resources and Environmental Management Committee, Asiat Suleiman Ozavizi. Governor Bello explained that no meaningful development can take place in an atmosphere of rancor and acrimony, stressing that there was need for people to be diplomatic in tackling issues. The governor commended Zuma 828 Company Limited for performing its corporate social responsibility to its immediate community, the state and the country at large, saying that the block of classrooms will further enhance teaching and learning and charge other investors in the state to do likewise. Governor Bello assured intending investors of their security, stressing that his administration will leave no stone unturned on security matters. The governor noted that rapid development, wealth creation, and employment opportunities are easily created when serious investors are on ground, calling on intending investors to invest in the confluent states. Chairman of the Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission, ICPC, Professor Bolaji Owasanoye, has said the agency recovered 301 houses from 2 public officers in the Federal Capital Territory, FCT, Abuja. The revelation came at the inauguration of the House of Representatives Ad Hoc Committee on Investigation of the Operations of Real Estate Developers. The ICPC chairman said while 241 buildings were recovered from one of the suspects at different locations within FCT, the remaining 60 were recovered on a large expanse of land at another location. Owasanoye, who did not disclose the names of the affected civil servants, lamented the alarming rate at which corrupt public officers were using real estate investment as a vehicle for hiding ill-gotten wealth and money laundering in the country. He, however, accused officials of the Federal Capital Development Authority, FCDA, as collaborators in the scam. He revealed that the agency recovered a total of over 53 billion naira after completing the task of the defunct Special Presidential Investigation Panel on Recovery of Public Property in collaboration with the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria to investigate some real estate developers who defaulted in remittance and payment of money due to the government. He added that the agency received a number of petitions from stakeholders in the real estate and housing sector, off-takers, prospective buyers, and the general public regarding the behavior and antics of real estate developers within and outside Abuja. A Lagos State High Court sitting at Osborn, Ikoyi, has restrained all commercial banks in Nigeria from releasing funds to Imagine Global Holding Company Limited, Imagine Global Solutions Limited, Bamise Samson Ajetumobi, Elizabeth Anuoluwapo Ajetumobi, or restrain them from accessing funds up to 11.7 billion naira in their accounts pending the hearing and determination of the motion on notice for Mariva injunction. Justice Abdullahi Oyeka granted the Mariva injunction on October 24, 2021, following an October 15, 2021 ex parte application in suite number filed by the claimants and applicants through their counsel, Adetunji Adedoyin Adeniyi of the AAA Chambers. The claimants and applicants are aggrieved Nigerians who heavily invested their fund in Imagine Global, and according to the motion, the 11.795 billion naira is the outstanding investment and return on investments accruing to the claimants and applicants from the defendants. The court barred in the interim the banks from dealing in any manner whatsoever with any of the monies or whatsoever asset due to the defendants from any account by the first to fourth defendants. Accounts with BVN 221684435525, third defendant, and BVN 221419527449, fourth defendant, wherever situate up to the 11.795 billion, it further restrained the defendants from selling, transferring, assigning, or dealing with any other properties of the first, second, third, and fourth defendant that can be traced and located by claimants and applicants during the pendency of the suit. The matter resumes November 3rd. A new state chairman of the Nigeria Union of Teachers, NUT, has been elected to serve for the period of 4 years. He is Salifu Joel from Ofu local government area. He polled 155 votes to defeat other 4 aspirants, including his close rival, Ibrahim Yusuf, who scored 89 votes. Other state officers elected are Ayoride, Deputy Chairman, unopposed; Otaru Idris, First Vice Chairman; Rabi Sadia, Treasurer; Obajo Suleiman, National Representative of Kogi State NUT; and Audu Ozovehe, State Publicity Secretary. Also elected are Andrew John, State Auditor 1, Dayo, State Auditor 2, Aminu Ibrahim, Vice Chairman 2, Vice Chairman 3, Grace and Shaibu Anadave, Vice Chairman 4. In his post-election speech, the recently emerged State NUT Chairman Joel Salifu expressed gratitude to the delegates and critical stakeholders for finding him worthy to be their leader. According to him, the union under his watch will bring teachers together under one roof with a view to form a common front. He also promised to collaborate with other trade unions in order to achieve the set goals. The newly elected state chairman of the NUT stressed that his administration will not be confrontational and antagonistic, adding that he was ready to approach government through dialogue and negotiation for the betterment of primary school teachers. Joe commended the immediate past chairman of the union, Thomas Aderemi Ayodele, for providing quality service and leaving legacies for the present leadership of the union to build on. One of the sons of Ohinoyi of Ibrahim and businessman Prince Abdulmalik Ado Ibrahim has joined the race for 2023 presidency under the platform of Young Progressive Party YPP, vowing to ignite aggressive agricultural revolution in order to end the food insecurity confronting the nation if elected. Prince Ado Ibrahim, who is a business mogul with vast interest in chain of businesses including the energy sector of the economy, said at a ceremony where he formally joined the YPP in Abuja that Nigeria, with its 5 million hectares of land that is arable, has no business with hunger. Ado Ibrahim also gave reason why he joined Young Progressive Party, YPP, because if he tries what he wants to do in any other party, he will be shoved to the bottom of the party. He said with introduction of technology and modernity in development of agriculture, the YPP regime under him will take the country to Eduardo, and the issue of food insecurity will be laid to rest in Nigeria. Prince Ado Ibrahim said his intention to run for the presidency in 2023 was sequel to the fact that there is leadership vacuum in the country. He said Nigeria needed a leader who would unite the country and carry everybody along irrespective of religion and tribe. He said Nigeria needs visionaries. They need people with pedigree. Ado Ibrahim stated that his love for the nation is what made him to come back to be part of it, now that he has nothing doing out there where he lived for 47 years. Speaking earlier, the national chairman of YPP, Emmanuel Bishop Amakiri, said Prince Malik Ado Ibrahim resonates with the YPP ideology. He said, "We have provided the vehicle for Nigerians now, which is the YPP, and the doors are open for like minds, men and women of distinct character and moral nobility that can come and help to reset Nigeria." You're still watching Mlc TV. We'll be right back.
Being a Teacher, a Teaching Compendium, is a book that tends to bring out the teaching attitude essential in the overall development of the child. Research methods and statistics, a functional approach to research methodology, writing, presentation, and basic statistics is also a book that acquaints the reader with the basis of research methods and statistics used in educational research processes. The writer, Dr. Juliet Hassana Okibayi Moneme, is a dynamic professional teacher with over 20 years' experience. She is a member of the Science Teachers Association of Nigeria (STAN) and holds a PhD and Masters in Science Education. She is currently a lecturer with Veritas University Abuja. She is also a facilitator at the National Open University and a resource person teaching research methodology in many other institutions, including the Nigerian Defense Academy, NDA, amongst others. You can get the books at the Educators Empire Foundation, 4th floor Churchgate Building, Central Area, Abuja. The books are also available as ebooks online, and for inquiries contact 0813-353-1441, 0701-389-3687 or 0803-300-6553. Grab your copies now.
Welcome back. On the foreign scene, Amazon will spend billions of dollars to try and manage labor shortages and supply chain issues in the run-up to Christmas. The company's chief executive, Andy Jassy, said that the retail giant expected to incur several billions of dollars of additional costs due to labor supply shortages, increased wages costs, global supply chain issues, and increased freight and shipping costs. Jassy added that the injection of funds will be expensive for them in the short term. Jassy added that the injection of funds will be expensive for them in the short term, but is the right prioritization for their customers and partners. This was demonstrated during every phase of this pandemic. The comments come as Amazon revealed that its net income had dropped to £2.3 billion in the third quarter of 2021. This is compared to £6.3 billion in 2020. Jassy, who took over from Amazon's founder, Jeff Bezos, in July, said that the company's drop in income was due to people returning to shops and relying less on Amazon for packages as the world recovered from the pandemic. Amazon has also been so impacted by staff shortages that they started offering one-off payment of up to £3,000 to attract workers in the UK. It also offered £1,000 signing-in bonus to recruit permanent staff in August. Reuters reported that the company's chief financial officer, Brian Olszewski, has said that worker shortages had started to impact other areas of the business. CEO Tim Cook blamed the problems on supply chain issues, including an industry-wide chip shortage and COVID-related manufacturing disruptions in Southeast Asia. A man who believed killing two sisters as sacrifice will help him win Mega Million Super Jackpot lottery prize of £321 million has been jailed for life. It was gathered that Daniel Hussein, 19, murdered two sisters at random in a park over his desire to win lottery. He will now spend a minimum term of 35 years in prison. Daniel Hussein repeatedly stabbed Biba Henry, 46. On 6 June 2020, he killed them after a birthday party in supposed sacrifice he claimed he believed would give him a lottery win. Their bodies were found by small man's boyfriend the day after they had been reported missing to the police. The defendant, who was convicted of 2-count charges of murder at an old Bello trail in July, sat facing away from the court as he was sentenced. Jurors had heard how the teenager embarked on a campaign of vengeance against random women, which he apparently thought would help him win a Mega Million Super Jackpot lottery. Sentencing Hussein, Justice Whipple described the murder as brutal. Over to Aliyu Nasser on Sports Today.
Welcome to Sports Update. In tennis, world number 14, Cameron Norrie, will lead Great Britain's bid for Davis Cup glory after Andy Murray was left out of the team as expected. Norrie, who became the first British player to win the prestigious Indian Wells tournament earlier this month, is joined in this side by British number 2 Dan Evans, Joe Salisbury, Neil Skeptic. A fifth player will be announced in the coming weeks. Speaking after his defeat to Alexander Zverev in Indian Wells, Murray said he was not intending to play in the Davis Cup late November and would not deserve to be selected. The 34-year-old Scot, who won 11 points out of a possible 12 to help Great Britain win the team competition for the first time in 79 years in 2015, told BBC Sports, "I have given a lot, that he has given a lot to the Davis Cup and sometimes to his own detriment physically." Now football. After the sack of Ronald Koeman of Barcelona, they are still in need to look out for a replacement for him. Barcelona president Joan Laporta says he is in contact with Xavi, but will not comment on whether he will replace Ronald Koeman as manager. Said that he has always said one day Xavi will be Barcelona's head coach, but he doesn't know when that will be. Currently, The former Barcelona midfielder Xavi, 41, is in charge of Qatari club Al Sadd. Speaking at a press conference on Friday, Laporta was asked whether he has waited too long to take decision on the Dutchman Koeman's future. But he said that probably yes. Looking back, it is easy to analyze. We felt that Koeman deserves confidence to recover some injured players, and it was to motivate the manager. But that positive result did not come forth, and so he takes responsibility for their decision. That is Sports Update. I'm Aliu Nasir, reporting for Mlc TV.
Thank you, Aliu, for the update. Now we go over to Matthias Ayodeji Peters for entertainment news.
On our foreign entertainment news, Squid Game director Wang Dong-hook has fired back at basketball champion LeBron James over a comment made about the show earlier this month. In a recently surfaced video filmed on October 12, 2021, James was caught in a chat expressing his disappointment at the series ending. Yeah, I didn't like the ending though. I know they started off with a season 2, but get on the flight and go see your daughter. Bro, like what are you doing? James said. Well, it appears the series director felt ticked off by the viral video and expressed his dissatisfaction in an interview with The Guardian. Have you seen Space Jam 2? LeBron James is cool and can say what he wants. I respect that. I'm very thankful he watched the whole series, but I wouldn't change my ending. That's my ending. If he has his own ending, that will satisfy him. Maybe he could make his own sequel. I will check it out and maybe send in a message saying, I like your whole show except the ending, he added. The Korean filmmaker also revealed in the interview that he was already in talks with streaming giant Netflix following the massive success of the first show. Of course there is talk. That's inevitable because it has been a success. I'm considering it. I have a very high-level picture in my mind, but I'm not going to work on it straight away. There's a film I already want to make. I'm thinking about which to do first. The Korean language show took the world by storm in September, with Netflix confirming that over 111 million household views. Still on entertainment news from Africa, former housemate of the reality TV show Big Brother Naija, Omashola, has opened up after a video of him looking unkempt broke the internet. The Warri-born show promoter took to his Twitter page on Friday 29 October 2021, where he opened up about the incident. I want to use this medium to thank everybody who checked up on me, one way or the other. I am overwhelmed by your love and support. I sincerely appreciate it. I was dealing with some deep issues, but I am making headway and better now by God's grace. Thank you, he tweeted. He also took out time to apologize to everyone who got scared and worried about him after the video was released. In an Instagram live chat with former housemate Kafi, the reality TV star says his emotion took over his judgment as he didn't plan for the whole incident to escalate. A few days ago, the reality TV star left fans shocked after he was spotted looking homeless and dejected in a video. Omashola was one of the housemates' first season of the reality TV show. That's all on entertainment today. Matthias Ayodeji Peter reporting for Mlc TV News. Back to Akasta for more stories.
Thank you, Matthias, for the update. That is today's news package. Join us tomorrow via same channel for sponsorship and advert placement. Call the numbers displayed on your screen, or visit our social media handles: Facebook, Mlc TV, Instagram, Mlc TV 2021, YouTube, Mlc Tv. I am Fatima Yakub. Thank you for staying with us.